Have you ever picked up a camera that completely changes how you feel about photography the second you hold it? There is something magical about physical dials, solid metal construction, and the mechanical click of a shutter that modern cameras often forget. For years, photographers have searched for that perfect bridge between vintage soul and modern digital power. Nikon captured lightning in a bottle when they released the original retro-styled full-frame camera, but fans knew it was just the beginning. Now, whispers have turned into roaring momentum. Nikon has been quietly building towards something massive for almost 3 years, and the wait is finally about to pay off. The Nikon Zf II is reportedly deep in development, and the leaks pointing toward this camera are real, concrete, and moving fast. This is not just another minor rumor that will fade away into the internet ether. This could easily be one of the most important cameras Nikon releases this decade, blending timeless heritage design with high-end modern performance under the hood. To understand why this upcoming release matters so much, we have to look back at what came before. For years, Nikon fans begged the company to build a true digital successor to the legendary film bodies that defined generations of photography. When the original ZF arrived, it became an instant favorite for photographers who wanted physical shutter speed, ISO, and exposure compensation dials paired with modern mirrorless technology. It looked incredible sitting on a coffee table, and it performed admirably in the field. But even though people loved it, everyone knew there were a few small gaps that held it back from true perfection. The ergonomics were polarizing, the grip felt a bit slippery during long shoots, and the buffer depth could occasionally stutter when pushing the camera to its absolute limits. Now, fresh information points straight toward the Nikon Zf II, a camera built to fix every single one of those gaps while keeping everything that made the original special. This is not a simple firmware update or a minor cosmetic refresh. Nikon is aiming to make this one of the complete retro cameras on the entire market, delivering a true powerhouse for both photography and video creators who refuse to compromise. Let us start with the absolute heart of the camera, the sensor technology. The Zf II is expected to feature a partially stacked full-frame unit with a resolution sitting right around 24 megapixels. That partially stacked design changes everything. It means you get a noticeably faster readout speed compared to the standard, slower sensor used in the current model. A faster readout translates directly to reduced rolling shutter distortion when shooting electronic shutter bursts or panning quickly across a scene. Paired with this sensor is Nikon's latest generation image processor, built specifically to handle that massive data flow while pushing overall image quality, dynamic range, and low-light cleanliness to entirely new heights. Because of that faster sensor readout, autofocus performance is rumored to take a massive leap forward. In fact, industry insiders suggest it is expected to surpass the tracking capability of Nikon's current all-rounder flagship mirrorless models. Subject detection will cover people, animals, birds, and vehicles with sharper, more reliable eye tracking, even when you find yourself shooting in difficult, dim lighting conditions where older systems tend to hunt and hesitate. That extra processing power unlocks serious performance enhancements across the entire body of the camera. When you need to capture fast, fleeting action, burst shooting is rumored to reach around 20 frames per second in RAW format. If you need even more speed, an ultra-fast, JPEG-only mode will be available to freeze split-second moments without clogging your car buffer. If you're a studio, architecture, or landscape photographer who demands extreme detail, a rumored in. Camera Pixel Shift High-Resolution Mode will give you all the extra resolution and extended dynamic range you need for tricky, high-contrast lighting situations. Instead of spending hours blending exposures in post-production, the camera can stitch high-resolution files right inside the body. Nikon is also bringing a deeper set of customizable picture profiles to the table, built specifically to lean into the camera's unique retro character instead of feeling like generic digital presets that wash out your skin tones. You'll be able to dial in custom grain, rich contrast curves, and vintage color science directly into your image files before you even transfer them to your phone or computer. When you flip the physical switch over to video, the ZF II does not hold back or treat filmmaking as an afterthought. It is expected to deliver strong, oversampled 4K recording at up to 60 frames per second with 10-bit internal color depth. Oversampling means the camera takes a much larger resolution image and shrinks it down to 4K, resulting in incredible sharpness and minimal moire. You also get full support for flat, editing-friendly color profiles like N-Log, giving creators plenty of dynamic range room to grade their footage in post-production. If you work with advanced professional editing setups, external RAW output over HDMI is rumored to be fully supported, allowing you to record pristine video files to external monitors. Furthermore, improved internal heat management allows for noticeably longer continuous recording sessions without running into thermal shutdown warnings. Thanks to the upgraded processor, high ISO footage will look remarkably clean during low-light video shoots, letting you push your shutter speed and aperture limits without drowning your clips in digital noise. Serious content creators and hybrid shooters will also love the inclusion of professional video tools like waveform monitoring, false color, zebras, focus peaking, and refined manual audio. Controls with dedicated headphone and microphone ports. Handling and physical build quality are where Nikon truly shines, and they have listened closely to user feedback from the previous generation. The Zf II is expected to keep its signature dial-heavy mechanical control layout, but with a few crucial ergonomic refinements. It features a deeper, more secure built-in grip that locks into your hand much more naturally, solving the main complaint people had about needing an extra accessory grip. The button layout has been optimized with better spacing for faster, more comfortable blind handling while looking through the viewfinder. The iconic monochrome shooting lever is also rumored to return in a more intuitive, refined form, letting you instantly jump from color photography to rich, high-contrast black and white photography with a single flick of your finger, staying completely true to the retro spirit of classic film cameras. On the back, you will find a fully articulated touchscreen that flips out completely, making it easy to shoot from high overhead or low ground angles. Paired with a high-resolution electronic viewfinder, you get total flexibility whether you're shooting traditional stills or filming dynamic video content on location. All of this elite performance and physical craftsmanship comes at a cost, and industry chatter suggests the Zf II will sit in a premium position within Nikon's lineup. If you enjoyed this deep dive breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more camera leaks, rumors, and gear reviews. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a single update. And share this video with a fellow Nikon shooter who has been waiting for this camera just as much as you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.